You need to know this. Having bad friends is one of the best things that could ever happen to you. For one, it sharpens your intuition. Two, it will teach you self-reliance. And three, it will teach you an uncomfortable truth that you're not willing to admit. People are full of shit. The new year is not just about making vision boards and creating new goals. It's also about cutting the baggage out of your life, which might include your not so friendly friends. So today, I'm going to give you 12 signs to watch out for in people that you call friends. And let me be clear about something. You can find all 12 in one person. Before we start, I have to say something. This video is not about being bitter. It's about being honest with yourself, because one thing I believe is people don't lose friendship, they outgrow the denials. Yes, the things you've been denying in the past, you suddenly outgrow it. So it's not about you being bitter with your friends, it's just you being honest. I hope that this video helps you be truthful and stop telling yourself that it's not a big deal. How do you know that someone is a bad friend to you? I'll give you a foolproof method of knowing that, and that is called your gut feeling. You just know. I don't know how else to explain it, but it's just in knowing. There is nothing to put hands on, but you just know that this person is not a friend. It's like your intuition tells you that's not your friend. You just know. Your intuition will tell you. Your gut feeling will tell you. What your mind is denying, your spirit is going to pick it up that something is off about this person. For me anyways, it usually happens when I talk with someone or when I hang out with someone and I can tell that there's something off. I can't put my hands on it. I can't tell you, well, they did. I can't give you like instances of what they did, but I just know that this person is not a friend. So first of all, start by trusting your intuition. Your intuition will always pick up what you're denying. Now let's get into it. Number one is the people who are never there for you, but you're always there for them. Do you have that friend that will call you at 2 a.m. in the morning, sobbing on the phone about something? It's always something about them anyways. And you stay there and you comfort them and you do what a friend is supposed to do. But then, let's say for instance, someday you have a problem and you're calling them at 7 a.m. in the morning to help you out, and suddenly it's too early. Yes, I have such. The kind of people that always need your help, they always need something, but then when you need them, they are never there. It might be time for you to let such people go. I'll just encourage that you watch out for that this year. Start noting the way your friends show up for you, compared to how you show up for them. Number two are the jokesters. People who like to make jokes about you, but you can't make the same jokes about them yet. Do you know the kind of friends that whenever you guys are around some people, suddenly they turn to jokesters? All of a sudden, they know how to tell all these wonderful jokes, and it's always about you. And usually, these jokes are about things that you've shared with them in private, or even things that you hope that they wouldn't say out publicly. So when they start making all these jokes about your situation and you call them out, oh, suddenly you
can't take a joke. Oh, I was only joking. It's not that serious.
But mind you, if the reverse is the case, they won't take that same joke from you regarding themselves. The moment you return that same joke to them, it's disrespect. It's something you need to watch out for in your friendship. Do they use like very sensitive information about you as jokes and then, expect you to laugh, and the moment you don't laugh, it's suddenly, oh, you're too uptight, you need to learn how to take a joke. Next are the people who are never happy for you. We all have that kind of friend that they find a way to minimize your wins. Like when something happens for you, they're gonna be happy for you, or at least they could pretend to be happy for you, but you can tell that they are not as excited as you are. Now, these are the kind of friends that you take their win as your own win, but when things happen for you, they find a way to minimize it. They're never truly happy for you. They don't go all the way out to celebrate your wins. If you have a friend like this, it's something that you need to handle this year. Friendship is meant to be your win is my win and your loss is my loss. If you ever have a friend who thinks that that you winning is them losing, yes, it could be that they think that your win is their loss for some reason. You need to handle. Next are the people who are always fast to share the bad news, but never the good news. Oh boy, do I have stories on this one. I once had a friend who, whenever something bad happens to me, she finds a way to share it with the entire world under the guise of, oh, I'm just looking for support, I'm just hoping that they find more ways to support you. But the moment something good happens to me, it's cricket. They are so good at sharing your bad news. Let's say, for instance, you have a miscarriage, or you lose your job, or you apply for something, you don't get it. All of a sudden, the whole world knows about that because they go about sharing that with people. They want everyone to know the bad things about you, the bad things that happen to your life. But the moment something good happens, they don't reciprocate that same energy. Suddenly, it's cricket. And then when you ask them, why didn't you share this with people? It's like,
oh, I didn't know if you want to keep it private.
So you don't know if I want to keep the good news private, but you're very sure that I want the bad news to be public? Yeah. In fact, I'm going to give a very concrete example. I have a friend that I notice that whenever something bad happens, all of a sudden, other people know about these issues, right? But then if something good happens for me, it doesn't spread as fast. When I confronted her, this was her excuse. She said,
like when bad things happen, I just assume that you need a lot of support around you. So I go around telling people so they can support you. And then when the good one happens, I assume that you just want some privacy. It's up to you to share with people.
What a weird thing to assume. What a very weird excuse, actually. So yes, start observing which of your friends actually go all the way out to celebrate your big wins and, shout it out, as compared to the people that shout out the bad things that happen to you. The next one is those that talk shit about their close friends to you. Oh my God, this is actually the weirdest one I've ever experienced. I've had to cut someone off for this. I have this girl it's a lady actually, who likes to talk shit about, her very close friends to me. And why this weirded me out is she's always posting these people, right? She's always posting them on social media, tagging them, and always kicking in the comment section with them. But then whenever we have a discussion, she talks shit about them. And I started asking myself, if this is how she's talking about these friends of hers, how is she talking about me to other people? Yes. So if someone is comfortable discussing their friends with you, like in a very bad light, and then you see them on social media, or even when they meet that person, they don't maintain the same energy, it's something weird about that. Like, that's kind of friendship I don't want, honestly. So you need to start watching how your friends talk about their close friends to you. Because let me tell you something about it. The way they talk about others to you is the way they talk about you to others. The next one is takers, not givers. You know the kind of friends where people take, and they never give. They never reciprocate that. Mind you, friendship should be a give and a take. I understand that there are some times where someone is giving more than the other one, but then when the opportunity presents itself for you to give back to the person who gives to you, I think they should reciprocate that. But then if you have a friend who doesn't ever give, it's something that you need to watch out for. Why do you have this kind of people around you who are always draining you, but they never fill you up? Yes, in fact, the best way to put it is the people that drain you, but they never fill you up. It could be draining you in terms of resources, in terms of time, whatever way that they drain you, but then they never fill you up. These are the kind of people that will always call you on the phone sobbing, always something happening to them. But then the moment it comes for them to celebrate something, they don't remember you. You are the therapist friend, but then when it's time for them to celebrate and post on social media, they don't remember you. So all they do is take from you and never give back. Yes, it's something for you to check this year. So if you have a friend like that, they need to come complete this year or they can get out. And that ties into the next point. You are the helper friend, never the celebration friend. Like I said earlier, they have the friends that they post on social media, the friends that they celebrate with. Whenever something good happens to them, those are the people that they call. But then when life happens and they're going through it, they call you on the phone to start sobbing and complaining and all that. So you are the friend who helps them, but you don't celebrate with them. Does that make sense? So if you have a friend that calls you only when there's a problem, but then when there is something to celebrate, they never call you, or when they invite you to things, it's because they're expecting a gift from you. Yes, you are the helper friend, not the celebration friend. So you're the friend that helps them, and they have another group of friends that they celebrate with. Why are you putting up with that? If I'm not invited to the wedding, I should not have a front seat at your divorce. Girl, please, leave me the fuck alone. I don't want to hear it. In fact, I've made this a policy of mine that if I do not celebrate with you when the going is good, when the going gets bad, please don't come on the phone. I'm not going to pick up. I'm sorry. The next one are those that cross boundaries and then turn around and call you sensitive. We all have this kind of people. They know the boundaries you've set. They know that you don't like talking about certain things or you don't like crossing certain lines, and they will go out of their way to do that. And then when you react, they claim that you're sensitive. One thing a good friend will never do is cross boundaries. And even if they mistakenly cross a boundary, they will apologize and retract immediately. So if you have a friend that crosses boundaries and then the moment you call them out, they find a way to turn the table on you and make you out to be the sensitive person, yes, it's something that you need to check this year. If you have friends like that, you know what to do. The next one are those who never defend you behind your back. I used to have this friend, it's in the past now, who always had all the latest gist about me, what people are saying about me, what this person said, what that person said. And at first I was grateful that she used to bring all these things to me, like she used to keep me up to date with what's happening. But then eventually I asked myself, like, how come I never have anything about this lady? Like, people do say things about her, obviously, but then no one says that to me. And that's when it dawned on me. People are not comfortable speaking about her to me because they know that should they say anything to me, she will eventually hear that. So the people that talk shit about me to this lady do that because she's made them so comfortable into thinking that I will never hear about it. It means that this lady is not my friend. For her to have all this shit that people talk about me behind my back is because she also encourages them to do that in some way. And what way is that? It means she talks shit behind my back as well. So if you have a friend who never have your back, who never defend you, but they always somehow have things that people are saying about you, yeah, you know what to do. The next one are people that you don't feel good after meeting. Do you ever have this people where you meet someone or you talk to someone and after that interaction, you don't feel good? It just like something is off. I've had to cut someone off for this very reason, that anytime I talk to this lady, it's this gut feeling. Anytime I talk to this lady, I have this gut feeling, like it's almost like a bell going off in my head that this is not your friend. And mind you, I never can put my hands on like what the problem is, but I just always know that this is not a good person. You're drained, you just don't feel good. It's something that you need to work on in this new year. If you have friends like that, perhaps you need to ask yourself, why do I feel this way when I interact with this person, but not when I interact with others. And there might be your answer. Next, the people who only check in to confirm that you're suffering. Now, this might sound weird, but I once had this friend who only checks in to confirm that I'm suffering. I'll give an example. Whenever she calls me, she would ask about things out of concern. Yeah, that's how she would frame it, like, oh, she's concerned about me. How is this and how is that? And I noticed that whenever I share the good news with her, it doesn't whenever I share the good news with her, it doesn't make her happy. Okay, it's almost like whenever I share something good with her, she's like, oh, okay. But then if I share something bad, it's almost like she comes alive. It energizes her. Oh my gosh, I didn't know you were going through all that. Oh my gosh. And then she puts on this fake persona like she cares. But then I just realized that whenever I tell her something bad happened to me, it's almost like she comes alive. Once I realize this, whenever she calls me, I'll find something, I'll make up a story and tell her like, oh yeah, I'm going through this, I just lost my job, or I've been sick, or this happened to me. And it's so uncanny to see how alive she comes whenever I share those bad news with her. So yes, there are friends who only call you to see that you're doing worse than them, I guess. I don't know if this is a competition, but I guess some people see life as a competition. So if they're suffering and you're suffering, suddenly it's good vibes. But if they're suffering and you're not suffering, I guess that's not accepted. I guess that's weird to them. I don't know. The next one is the devil's advocate. In fact, I'm going to pair the devil's advocate with the neutral friend. Yes, this is the person who always understands both sides.
Yeah, I get that she hurts you, but she's also my friend. So I also understand where she's coming from.
Bitch, please. If you have the friend who always plays devil advocate with your ups, the person who likes to stay neutral, the way I say it is they play both sides at the same time. It's like, oh, I don't want to be fully with you. I don't want to be fully with her. So I'm just going to stand in the middle and claim I'm the good person who is mediating between both of you. So if you have people like that who are always neutral in every situation, when you're going through shit, even when you're wronged, they find a way to play advocate for that person, or be the neutral friend, like, oh, I understand where you're coming from, I also understand where she's coming from. No, I'm not dealing with that anymore.